Hello friends, welcome to my channel Master the Monster. Equations. Do you think equations are pure mathematics? Then you're absolutely wrong. Equations are part of our daily life. We use equations in our daily life. We not only use them, we also need equations to solve many real life problems. Before learning equations in detail, subscribe to my channel so that you will enjoy learning maths. Okay, in our previous video we discussed about equations and solution of equations, and in this video we'll discuss in particular about linear equations, right? Okay, now we'll start with linear equation in one variable. Okay, now consider the equation xyz plus x plus y plus z equals 9. And now here we see that how many variables are there. We have the variables namely x, y and z. So the number of variables here is 3. So this I can say is an equation in 3 variables, right? Okay, but we need equation in one variable, so we'll head towards it. Now consider the equation z cube plus z square plus z equal 1. Now clearly we see that here you have only one variable namely z, right? And you don't have any other variable. So this is of course a equation in one variable. But see the degree of z, that is the highest power of z is 3. Therefore the degree of this equation is 3. That means this is not a linear equation. So for linear equation the degree should be 1. We have already learnt in polynomials. Linear means the degree should be 1. So though it's an equation in one variable, it's not linear equation. Now consider 5x equal 25. See now here clearly the number of variables is 1, namely x, and the power of x here is 1. Therefore this is a linear equation in one variable. So now it's easy for me to define a linear equation in one variable. The definition is that an equation written in one variable whose only power is 1. So linear equation in one variable means that equation should have only one variable and the power of that variable should also be equal to 1. That is called a linear equation in one variable. And the general form of linear equation in one variable is ax plus b equals 0, where a and b are real numbers with a not equal 0. And this we have already seen in polynomials. Linear polynomial is ax plus b. And if it is equal to 0, if we equate it to something, then it becomes an equation. That's all, right? Okay, so linear equation in one variable. And also it has an unique solution. That is, a linear equation in one variable has one and only one solution. And let's see how to get that solution. Solution of a linear equation in one variable. Consider the equation 2x minus 1 equal 9. Now let me try to get the solution of this equation. So in order to solve this equation, what I am going to do is I am going to isolate the x term. Okay. Now this x term is in the left hand side, isn't it? So in the left hand side, in order to isolate x term, as I have 2x minus 1, I am going to add 1 to the left hand side, so that this 1 will be removed. Okay. But remember what I told you, this equation is similar to a scale. Its balance should not be disturbed. So if you perform any mathematical operation on the left hand side, you should do the same to the right hand side also, isn't it? So what I am going to do, I am going to add plus 1 to the left hand side. So the same thing I should also do to the right hand side so that the equality is not disturbed, right? So now I can cancel 1 and minus 1 so that I get 2x equal 10. Now in order to remove this 2, I am going to multiply this left hand side by 1 by 2. So if I do this, then I should do it to the right hand side also so that the equality is not disturbed. So now I can cancel both the sides so that I get the value to be x equal 5, and this is the solution of 2x minus 1 equal 9. So in order to get the solution of linear equation in one variable, you isolate the x term. That will give you the solution. In order to isolate it, you perform operations on the left hand side as well as right hand side. That is, you perform the same operations on both the sides of the equations. So now regarding the geometric meaning of the solution of linear equation in one variable, let's plot this point x equal 5 on the real line. So this point 5 is the geometric meaning of the solution of linear equation in one variable. Right? Okay, now we'll pass on to linear equation in two variables. Suppose you have a situation that in an one-day international, two Indian batsmen together scored 176 runs. Now let me try to formulate this in the form of an equation, right? Okay, now we only have the data that they together scored 176 runs. I don't know their individual scores. So let me assume that the runs scored by batsman 1 be X runs and the runs scored by batsman 2 be Y runs. And given their partnership is 176 runs, that is the total runs scored by them is 176. So obviously the equation will be X plus Y equal 176. So in this equation, we observe that there are two variables, namely x and y, and also their power equal 1. So this is an example of linear equation in two variables, right? And the general form of linear equation in two variables is ax plus by plus c equals 0, where a, b, c are real numbers, and the condition on a and b is that they should not be equal to 0 at the same time. So A and B are both not zero, right? Okay, so this is linear equation in two variables. And now let's see the solution of a linear equation in two variables. Now consider the equation 2x plus 3y equal 12. And what do you mean by solution? The values of variables that brings same values to the left hand side and right hand side, isn't it? So now let me substitute some x equal 3 and y equal to 2 and check the left hand side and right hand side whether they are equal or not. So when I substitute x equal 3, y equal 2, the left hand side simplifies to 12, that is equal to the right hand side. Therefore I can say the ordered pair 3, 2 is a solution of 2x plus 3y equal 12. Okay, now suppose we'll see some other solution, x equals 0, y equal 4. Then in that case also we get the left hand side equal to 12. Therefore 0, 4 is a solution of the equation. So I can conclude that a linear equation in two variables has infinitely many solutions, right? We see that linear equation in one variable has one and only one solution. But linear equation in two variables has infinitely many solutions, right? Okay, now let me try this x equal 1, y equal 4. When I substitute, I get the left hand side value to be 12, which is not, equal to 14, which is not equal to right hand side because the right hand side is 12. So I can say 1, 4 is not a solution. So this is all about solutions of linear equations in two variables. Now we'll see what is the geometric meaning of solution of linear equation in two variables. Let me consider x plus 2y equal to 6. And we clearly know that this is going to represent a straight line, isn't it? So now let's draw this straight line on the graph. In order to do that, we need to find some values of x and y which satisfies the equation. So let me try to find the values of x and y by substituting suitable values for x and y, right? Okay, now let me substitute x equals 0 so that the equation simplifies to y equal 3. So when I substitute x equals 0, I get y equal 3. So that is my first pair of solution. The first set of solution. Now let me substitute y equals 0. So that simplifies to x equals 6. So when you substitute y equals 0, x equals 6, that is another solution of x plus 2y equals 6. Substitute x equal 2, that simplifies to y equal 2. So 2, 2 is a solution of x plus 2y. So you take y equal 1, get the value to be x equal 4. So that is another solution of the given equation. So let me tabulate the values as when x equals 0, y equals 3. When y equals 0, x equals 6. So now we have to tabulate the values of x and y. With using these values, we'll try to draw the graph of the linear equation x plus 2y equals 6 in two variables, right? Okay, now the equation is x plus y 2y equals 6 and the values of x and y are tabulated as this. Now let me consider the graph, the x-axis and y-axis. I'm going to plot these points. The first point is x equals 0, y equals 3, that is 0, 3 is the first point. And the next point is 2, 2, x equal to y equal 2. And the third point is x equal 4, y equal 1. And then the last point is 6, 0. Right? So these are the 4 points we have obtained that satisfies the given equation. So now let's join all these points. We know that we get a straight line and that representing the equation x plus 2y equals 6. What are the observations we get from this straight line? Every point whose coordinates satisfy the equation lies on the line, isn't it? So previously we saw that when you substitute x equals 0, you get y equal to 3. So the 0, 3 automatically satisfies the equation and that also lies on the straight line. So every point whose coordinates satisfies the equation will lie on the equation. If it satisfies the equation, it will be on the straight line. And every point on the line gives the solution, and also 0, 3 is a solution of the line, 2, 2 is a solution of a line. So all the points on the line gives the solution of the line, and any point that does not lie on the line is not a solution of the equation. For example, you consider the point 1, 1. We see that this point does not lie on the line. Okay, we'll check whether this is a solution or not by substituting in the equation. So the equation is x plus 2y equals 6. Now I'm going to substitute 1, 1 in this equation so that I get x equal 1, y equal 1 means left hand side equal 1 plus 2 into 1, that is 3, which is not equal right hand side because the right hand side is 6. Therefore, we see that 1, 1 is not a solution and therefore it does not lie on the line. So if it is a solution, it will lie on the line. If it is not a solution, it will not lie on the line. So this is the geometric meaning. Now we'll see some special equations. Let's consider the coordinate axis. Now I'm going to tell you the equation of the coordinate axis. Now consider any point on the x-axis. Okay, then it will be of the form a comma 0. That is, a point in the x-axis has y coordinate 0, isn't it? Therefore, I can say the equation of x-axis is y equals 0. So what is the equation of x-axis? Y equals 0. Now let me consider some line which is parallel to x-axis and it passes through the point this y equal to 3. Right? Now what about the coordinates of the points on this line? It will be of the form minus 2, 3, 2, 3, 4, 3, 1, 3 like that. The constant, the y coordinate is fixed. So that means this straight line equation is going to be y equal to 3. Similarly, if I consider a line parallel to x-axis passing through the point 5, then that equation be y equal to 5. So in general, I can say equation of any line parallel to x-axis will be of the form y equal to b, where b is the point through which the line passes. If it passes through 3, then y equal 3. If it passes through 5, then y equal 5. If it passes through minus 3, then y equal minus 3. So equation of x-axis is y equals 0. Equation of a line parallel to x-axis is y equal b. Okay, now similarly, let's consider the y-axis. So any point on the y-axis will be of the form their x-coordinate is 0. So I can say the equation of y-axis is x equals 0. So equation of x-axis is y equals 0 and equation of y-axis is x equals 0. Now let's consider any line parallel to x-axis or y-axis passing through the point x equal 2. And the coordinates of the points on this line will be of the form that the x-coordinate is fixed. The x-coordinate is equal to 2. So the equation of this line obviously becomes x equal 2. Similarly, you consider some line parallel to y-axis in negative side. of x-axis, that is x equal minus 4, then the coordinates are such that the x coordinate is fixed and it's equal to minus 4. So obviously the equation of this line will be x equal minus 4. So I can say any line parallel to y-axis will have an equation x equal to a, where a is the point through which it passes. If it passes through 2, it is x equal to. If it passes to minus 4, it's x equal minus 4. So now let me summarize what I have told you. I have told you that the equation of x-axis is y equals 0, and any line parallel to x-axis either in positive direction or in negative direction, the equation will be y equal to b, where b is the point through which the line passes. Similarly, the equation of y-axis is x equals 0, and any line parallel to y-axis either in positive direction or in negative direction, the equation is x equal a, where a is the point through which the line passes. So y equals 0, y equal b, x equals 0, x equal b. These are the some special equations that you should always remember.